Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome again to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have 3 coins for you from Mexico. These are just beautiful coins from the period in which Mexico, in the early 80s, decided to put some Mesoamerican art on their coins, and many of them reflected the Mayan culture. And so we see 3. We see a 50 centavo coin over here on the left, or CINCUENTA centavo, 50-cent coin. On the right at the top, we see a 5 peso coin, and at the bottom we see a 20 peso coin. So let's look at these individually, starting with the 50 cent or cincuenta centavo coin. This coin, all the coins in this particular video are going to be copper nickel coins, and all of them are made in the early 80s. This is a 1980 version of the 50-cent coin, and it has a portrait of Cuauhtémoc facing left with a feathered crown. At the top, around the edges, we see it says the 50 cents. At the bottom here, this is the Mexican mint mark, the M and O, in the year 1990, and you see that the very, very elaborate headdress that we have here. There were 178 million of these made in what they call the round 9 version, and there's a 9 down here in the 1980, and they made 2 different mint sets of these coins. This one was called the round 9, and the other one was called the square 9, and there were about 90 million of the square 9 version. On the back of this coin, and on the back of all of the coins, we're going to see the same exact back on all of them. It's the national arms with a eagle on a cactus facing left with a snake in its beak above a wreath, and it says across the top, Estados, Unidos, Mexicanos, or the United States of Mexico. We have now let's move on to our 5 peso coin, and again, a beautiful kind of artwork style. And on the 5 peso coin, we see this is Quetzalcoatl. And you can kind of see that. It actually says it right here, Quetzalcoatl. And Quetzalcoatl was a Mayan feathered serpent deity, not just the Mayans, but many native Mesoamericans. And you can see it says 5 here in the dollar sign or peso sign here. It says 1980 across here. And we have a kind of beaded interior, but one of the things that's different on this coin is we do have the 12-sided figure on the inside of the interior. At the top we have the mint mark, and again on the edge we have something special. It says on the edge, let's see if we can find it. It says Independencia Libertado around the edge of this coin. Libertado, if we can get to that. And so what they did is they've done an actual inscription on the smooth edge of the coin, and that makes it very interesting in terms of just the different things it has on here. So we have an inscription on the edge, we have the 12-sided figure, straight line figure in the middle, we have the Mesoamerican art figure here, Quetzalcoatl, and we have this essentially the same reverse on all of these coins. Again, this is a copper nickel coin. And finally, this may be my favorite of them all, we have the Cultura Maya coin. And this coin is from 1982, and it has, we believe it has the deity Hunapu, and the name of this in Mayan was, of what this was going on here, was the ball game. Ballgame. So it says Cultura Maya. It has these kind of Mayan symbols rather than any kind of beaded or other symbol. It has the Mayan symbols around here. It says dollars 20 or 20 pesos. And if we look at, there's an inner circle which is offset a little bit. And on the edge of this one, again, we have the Independencia Libertado. You actually have to turn it over. There's the Independencia. So on the back of this one, we also have the Independencia Libertado. And, I mean, on the rim of this one, we also have the Independencia Libertado. Okay, let's talk about how many coins of each of these were made. There were 237 million of the 20 peso coins, so it doesn't have much value. It's probably worth $1 plus shipping to a collector. There were 260 million of the 5 peso, and that's, so it's probably worth 50 cents or so to a collector. And then there were, of the 50 cent or CINCUENTA centavos coins, there were 170 million of this smooth 9 made. So when we look at all of them and we kind of wonder, well, why aren't they worth a little bit more? Because they're certainly beautiful coins. Well, what happened was Mexico went through a few periods of inflation, and one of them happened after this in the 80s. And so these particular coins, on November 15th, 1995, these coins were demonetized. So these coins are not of any currency value anymore, and they're made so many of them that they are not really rare in terms of collectors. Okay, that's all we have for you today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Have a great day, and feel free to subscribe to our channel if you like international coin videos.